So congratulations on your season 2 renewal. Part of the fun of the show that you guys have always been pitching is just being able to switch up the lineup season to season. So have you started figuring that out yet, figuring out who's going to come with you to season 2?
A little bit. We've certainly talked about, we've even talked about like the fact that, depending upon how long our second season is, maybe people come in for just a few episodes and we get different kinds of actors and stuff. I don't think it's going to, the show is not going to have a brand new cast next year. The poster's going to look fundamentally the same as it did for...
Not too many open slots?
It's funny, like Rory got disposed of in episode 7. We already lost Hawkman, as you know. So we've got a few empty chairs on that bridge. So with empty chairs come possibilities.
As you're figuring out, who you're going to bring in, are you still looking across all the shows? And with the Supergirl crossover, are you thinking of bringing in like any of those rogues from there?
Supergirl is tricky because she exists sort of in a parallel universe or a separate universe. Certainly, every time a character is introduced on Flash or Arrow, it's like, oh, we're asking ourselves, that'd be interesting if that character came on over to Legends. And we always knew that would be the fun aspect of Legends, is like that Flash and Arrow sort of turn into these, breeding grounds for characters to maybe make the leap over. It's always fun when we do that. It makes, I think, the universe feel cohesive. So anything's possible.
Yeah, do you have any one character that you haven't had a chance to do it yet, but you're like, we're going to find a way one way or another? Who you can tell us?
Greg knows that I'm a massive fan of the Huntress, and we were actually talking about it the other day. He knows that. There's probably a couple of other characters I shouldn't mention for fear of getting into trouble with somebody, but we've got a list. And
you got fans really excited and had a lot of success when you brought in Oliver Queen in your own Legends of Tomorrow way. Any plans of doing the same with Barry Allen and sort of giving us a new version of Barry Allen we haven't seen before?
We do talk about it a lot, and it's funny, like with any of these shows, you have all these ideas, and then you reach a certain point at the end of the season where it's like, oh, wait a minute, I didn't have time to tell that story. That's why it's wonderful to have another season. So we won't be doing that with Barry this year, but we still have a great Barry Allen time travel story to tell. So at the very least, hopefully we'll get a chance to that next year.
And we also, we love Batman Beyond. We love Terry McGinnis. Any plans in bringing in that character or anyone from Batman Beyond?
I don't think so, only because of, DC's plans for Batman. I don't...
It's a different Batman.
I don't know. Yeah, well, I know. I love Terry, and I love that whole Batman Beyond conceit. I think Star City 2046, episode 6 was sort of our doffing the cap to Batman Beyond in many, many ways. So, but you never know. Anything's possible.
And if we talk about it enough, eventually we'll get it to happen, like the Flash Supergirl, right?
That is a good example of, at the beginning, no one thought it was going to be possible, no one thought it was going to happen, and lo and behold, it happened. So as long as, I think as long as people are passionate and talking, I think clearly you can see all the powers that be, they do hear these things. And it matters to, what matters to the fans matters to them. So keep tweeting.